Hello, grade fours. Let's try it again. Hello, grade fours. It's Kyron's dad, and this is one of my favorite books. It's not very long, but it's still a great book. Where the Wild Things Are. The stories and the pictures were made by Maurice Sendak, so that means he wrote the book and he drew all the pictures. That's impressive because the pictures are really cool, I think. All right, here we go. Oh, and it won a prize of some kind. You get a gold sticker when you win a prize, so here we go. So, we'll get right to the meat of the matter. Oh, nice leaves, he drew those probably. Where the Wild Things Are. I was going to say it again because he wanted to show another picture. Where the Wild Things Are. Here we go. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. So that's Max. He's chasing the family's puppy, I think. There's a picture of Max on the wall, too. Oh, it's a picture by Max, so he drew that. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he went to bed without eating anything. There he is. He got sent to his room. Wasn't allowed to eat dinner, even. Look at the moon coming up through the open window, though. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Well, this is, I think he's using his imagination. Look at the forest growing out of his floor there. That's pretty cool. And grew. Oh, it's getting wilder and wilder. I think his imagination is taking off. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. So his room's gone. It's now just a wild room, but the moon's still there. An ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Oh, there's a boat with his name on it right there, Max. So he's going on an adventure. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Here he goes on that adventure. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. They do look awfully terrible, don't they? He should be scared at this point, but he doesn't really look scared to me. Till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Wow, he's scaring all the wild things into being not as scary, but listening to him. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," Max cried, "let the wild rumpus start." Oh, they're having a wild rumpus. So it looks like dancing and singing and chanting at the moon. Looks like good fun, actually. Here they go some more. Swinging on the vines, running through the trees. Wow, there's more. Dancing and chanting. He's riding one of these guys. He's the leader of the wild things at this point. "Now stop!" Max said, and sent all the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. There he is sitting by himself over there now. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. I think he might be smelling his dinner back home. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please, don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. So long, wild things. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. He must be getting tired and hungry, all that sailing. The moon's still there though, you see that? And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh, his mom put his supper on his table for him. He looks pretty relieved to have some supper when he got home. And it was still hot. The end. Wow, that was a great book. All right, there it is, Where the Wild Things Are. I like that book. See you later, kids.